Hi, greetings from the Philippines. Welcome back to the channel. So, doing a coffee and a chat today. Wasn't my intention. I was going to do a lot more filming, walking around and show you some places on the island, but I lost my selfie stick somehow yesterday. Can't for the life of me work out where it's gone. I'm hoping it's going to turn up, but if it doesn't, I'm afraid coffee and chats will all I'll be able to do until I get back to Dumaguete and buy a new camera. So anyway, topic for today: Ladyboys. Katoys as they're known in Thailand. Trans as they're probably known in the West these days. I don't know. I don't consider ladyboy to be an offensive term. I know some people probably will in this day and age, but a lot of Filipinos I've met here call themselves ladyboys. Thailand is certainly not a problem. I mean, they refer to themselves as Katoys or ladyboys. Anyway, as always, I digress. There are a lot of ladyboys in the Philippines. I'm amazed by how many there are, hence the point of making a video, because it's really surprised me. I mean, Thailand's famous for, ladyboys. There's a lot there, and it's an accepted part of the culture. I know some people in Thai society might frown upon them, but it's generally accepted. It's one of those things. It's like, they are literally. There's a lot of ladyboys in Thailand, and it's something, a lot of ladyboys will become ladyboys and then they'll go back to being men again or whatever. It's a very fluid society, Thailand. I mean, I'll give you a little anecdote. There was a guy I used to live next to, our next door neighbour, and he had a son. We had a couple of sons, but one of them was quite effeminate. And the thing with ladyboys in Thailand, you can't be a ladyboy at school. They won't allow that. Certainly wouldn't in Petchepum where I was. But as soon as you get to school living age, it's okay, you can be one then. And I was having a beer with him one night. Nice Thai guy. I'm smart, anyway, I don't know why I'm telling his name. He said to me that he thought his son, he said, I think my son, because he was just about to finish school, he's a ladyboy, or going to be a ladyboy. And I said, okay. I acted surprised. I wasn't surprised, because I mean, it was kind of obvious that he was, well, I say he's very feminine. I thought he was gay, whether he was going to be a ladyboy or not, I don't know. And I said, well, how do you feel about that? And he was like, no, I don't, it's my son, I love him, whatever. Or soon to be daughter. And I didn't give it much thought. Next day I mentioned it to my girlfriend and said, Samart thinks that Fook might be a ladyboy. And she said, well, yeah, of course he is. Anyone can see that. What's the, why is he surprised by that? Anyway, I didn't give it much thought. A few days later, I was coming back home, and my partner's daughter was sat on the outside the door to our house, and she had sat with another girl, and I hadn't seen that other girl before. I didn't really take any notice, but as I walked up the stairs, she said to me, or up the steps, "Swaddy Krupp, Lung Simon," which is Uncle Simon. How are you, Uncle Simon? The thing, and I'm thinking, I mean, they'll often say stuff like that, to older people and things, but there's people and I'm thinking, I've never met this girl before, or have I met her, or have I forgotten her? It's a bit strange, she's calling me uncle. When I go inside, I said to my girlfriend, I said, who's the girl with him? And it was a son next door. He was a girl, just became a girl, and he looked like a girl. And I mean, I didn't give any particular attention when I come in, but I was fooled completely, just looking. So I mean, it's one of those things over there. It's just the way it is in Thailand. And I'd read a lot of stories about Filipino ladyboys coming to Thailand because they were more accepted there. They're not accepted in the Philippines. So I wasn't expecting to find many. I thought there would be some. But the place is full of ladyboys. I've seen more ladyboys in Dumaguete and here than I have in all my time in Thailand. And it's kind of blown my mind. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's just, you know, I do the channel to, you know, to tell people, you know, I'm trying to tell people about Asia and the Philippines, things that I find of interest and things that surprise me. But the Ladyboys have blown my mind how many there are. And what is also a bit worrying is some of the ones I've met. See, apparently there's a lot of Ladyboy prostitutes over in Dumaguete. So I don't know what a Ladyboy prostitute looks like, or what a prostitute looks like, full stop. Because there's a few bars I've been told people are drinking, like club over there. Why not? There's a lot of prostitutes in there, and I'm thinking, well, I've been there a couple of times. I haven't noticed any, but I don't know. Unless they've got a sign around the neck, you know, I wouldn't know. I mean, you know. So anyway, the point is, several times when I've been out drinking, socialising, because I went out a lot by myself in Dumaguete because I didn't have the circle of friends I've got here, I was approached by Ladyboys. Now, I don't know if they were prostitutes or not because the conversation never came that far. But the thing that was interesting about them was they lied, each one of them. And this happened 4 or 5 times. 5 times, in fact, over the month. Come over and say, hello, how are you? And I'd start talking and they'd be there. And I mean, I'd chat away to anyone and, like, you know, within a couple of minutes, I mean, I've obviously noticed that they are Ladyboys, and I'd say, so you're, I guess you're trans then? And immediately, no, I'm a woman. And you're thinking, right, okay. A trans woman? No, real woman, I'm a real woman. Now, I'm looking at that thinking, you're clearly not, but, you know, just chat away anyway, don't want to offend anyone. But a couple of times it got me thinking. I'm thinking, well, maybe it really is a woman, I don't know. But when the time has been appropriate and no one's been earshot, I've leaned over with, like, the bar staff and said, is that a woman or is that? And they said, oh no, it's a man, so it's a man. So yeah, so I don't have a problem. I mean, I bought a couple of drinks, but I'm straight. I'm not interested in that kind of thing. But I do think it's a bit naughty that they don't tell people that they're, you know. But I don't know why they were doing that. I don't know if, like, it's because, like, they were prostitutes as long as they were trying to get clients, or maybe just in their minds they consider themselves being women. I don't know, but that's unusual because in Thailand they'll tell you, if you talk to someone. I mean, it's usually obvious. I mean, once you've seen a few Ladyboys, then you know. And the Filipino Ladyboys I met over there, the voices gave it away. I mean, they looked attractive, they looked, but the voices gave it away. And since I've come here, I've met a few. Funny thing is, I've had lifts with a couple of them. Like, I've been walking back from night, and I don't know why Ladyboys seem to like me for some reason, but, you know, they stop the bike and say, get on, I'll give you a lift, where you going? And I'm like, no, look, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, I've just taken you back a lift, that's fine. And and it's it, just dropped me off, good as gold, lift, back in the hotel. Didn't, you know, they didn't try anything on. But it got me thinking, why are there so many Ladyboys in a Catholic country? Because I put it down in Thailand to the fact that Buddhist culture's very more accepting. They live in the now. So they don't have things like you've done things in the past, whatever. And it's like there's a lot more homosexuality in you. You'd be amazed in Thailand how many it is. I had a couple of girlfriends over there, and their previous boyfriends or husbands had left them for other men. And there was a guy in the village who had been married to one girl, left her for a man, and then was back with another girl. So I mean, it's surprisingly common over there. But again, it doesn't mean anything to me. But just giving my observations. And I found in Tinder as well, since I joined Tinder, a good 25-30% of the replies I get are Ladyboys. Which, yeah, I don't know why Tinder does that, because I'm quite specific what I'm looking for in my thing, and I say I'm straight. And a lot of these Ladyboys in their thing, they say they're trans. So you're thinking, why is Tinder matching, you know, or suggesting or sending you things for trans women? But there you go. Anyway, it's one of those things. Needless to say, I haven't gone out on any dates with them or matched back. I mean, I hope they find what they're looking for, but it ain't me. So anyway, the interesting thing was why I'm making a video, is I had a look online, because I thought, why are there so many trans in a Catholic country or Christian country like this? And according to Google, I can't remember the name of the god, but it goes back to Hindu religions before Christianity came here. And apparently there was a couple of Hindu gods who changed sexes. Like, sometimes in some forms they're men and some forms they're women. and supposedly, according to Google, it's a knock-on from that, and that's why they have so many ladyboys here. It's I don't know if that's the same in Thailand. I'd never looked at it that way. I mean, Thailand is heavily influenced by Hindu religion, because their Buddhism obviously stems from India. I mean, where I lived in Phetchabun, very few people ate beef there. I mean, they were Buddhists, but they didn't eat beef. There was only one market stall in the whole of Phetchabun city that sold beef, which I used to go to. No one has a problem with you eating it, but you can guess that must be a carry-on from Hinduism. So yeah, I mean, it's that's it really. Not much more I can say about it other than don't be surprised when you come here and you find a lot of ladyboys. And if ladyboys are your thing, get yourself over to the Philippines, because I tell you, you're going to have no problem finding one here. And it's quite sad, I think, as well, because I've spoken to people, and as I say, I've had a few drinks out, and I've met ladyboys, and I've met some honest ones, and I don't think they have the best life over here. I think they do get discriminated against. Mind you, they get discriminated a little bit in Thailand. I don't think, like in Thailand, I don't think they can own property. Marriages aren't recognised. I mean, they don't have but they're not really treated that badly. A lot of noise going on here. Anyway, I'm going to end the video now, but before I do, you might remember in some of my early coffees, if you've watched them, it was all jungle around here. I came home the other day, and they've cut it all down. So I no longer get woken up in the night by fruit bats fighting in the trees, because they're further back now. Anyway, as I say, I won't be making any more videos for a little while. I probably won't, unless I find my selfie stick. So it's annoying really, because I've got I'm addicted to this now. You know, if I don't make videos for YouTube, I've got nothing else to do. I mean, I don't work. You know what I mean? It's like it's given me a sense of purpose. But first thing I'm going to do when I get back to Dumaguete is get a proper camera without the wobble, and then I'm going to start doing some proper filming. I'll go up to Valencia, do some filming in Darwin, do the Boulevard and all that kind of, although lots of people do videos of the Boulevard. And then I think I'm going to head over to Cebu and have a few days in Oslo, maybe go to Malbo, and then up to... So anyway, there will be lots of content coming. Well, if you watched this and you enjoyed it, thank you very much. I've enjoyed talking to you. It'd be great if you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, give a comment. I mean, maybe it's just the two places I've been, there's lots of ladyboys, or maybe I get the impression that it's all over the Philippines. But anyway, yeah, power to them. Yeah. If you're a ladyboy, good luck with it. Right, thanks for watching. Bye.